Chuck and Franny at the movies. We just got finished watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. It really tugged at the heartstrings, you know?
Yeah.
It's
kind of emotional.
It is.
For the characters.
Mm-hmm. Showed a little bit more depth of
Mm-hmm.
who they are. Family had a large role to play.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing.
Not blood family, like adopted families, which is really cool. I like that.
That is a very common trait. Yeah, adopted family. Yeah. Because Nebula and Gamora are adopted sisters.
Yeah.
Drax kind of adopted Mantis as his daughter.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait, when Peter says, "Hey, I found my family. Why wouldn't you be happy?" and Gamora's like, "I thought you did."
Yeah,
and
that too,
like,
right?
Well, yeah.
And he learned Quill learned to appreciate Yondu, who, for all intents and purposes, is his adopted father.
Mm-hmm.
And even Rocket.
Rocket got so emotional at the end, you know.
Yeah.
Like Yondu really got to him, and they bonded very quickly.
Because even though Yondu was mean and yelled at them, people still loved him, and that's kind of what Rocket was afraid of, because he wants to be loved, but he also wants to yell at people and be mean to them.
He's just scared. He doesn't want people. Hey, the music was awesome.
The music, I don't know if we mentioned the music in the first one.
That's like his favorite part.
It really is my favorite part of the music. The music is great in both movies.
Mm-hmm.
And they both have a great opening sequence.
Yes. Like fighting this monster, and Groot's just like dancing around. Of course, everybody. I remember the first time we saw it in theater. Everyone was all like, "Oh, so cute!" And it's still cute.
And the opening sequence of the last movie was also Quill dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the dancing aspect too. A lot of dancing and singing.
You didn't like the part about Ego not being a live planet most of the time. Like, you only had one shot where you saw the planet with the face.
Well, I mean, it had a bit of a face-like... It had face-like crevices on the surface, but in the comics, it's actually a talking face, just like...
That would have been fun to see.
Right. Well, I mean, if this was a Thor movie or a movie with other characters, like the Avengers or something, I would understand why they would try to move away from that, make it more serious. But if you're gonna have a talking planet, it's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, like.
Are there other Celestials?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they're an entire race.
Mm.
They're all cosmic beings.
This movie has a lot of heart, I think, because when he was like saying, "If you kill me, you'll be just like everybody else," and Peter's like, "What's wrong with that?"
Yeah.
You know, and the whole theme of family, theme of like, it was really had a lot of heart, I think. A lot of ending scenes too.
Yeah, like, kind of kept going.
Them, we had the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, you mean the end credit scenes?
And then, like, end credits, yeah. Then you had the Adam Warlock, and then you had Jeff Goldblum showing up.
He drives looking at the notes.
All these different people showing up, and I didn't know who they are because I'm not a comic book reader, but he knows who they are, so he's like telling me who they are, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Adam Warlock is hinted at one of them. The origin's fairly close. The original Guardians of the Galaxy, originally they were just a team for the future, a team of superheroes who are protecting the Earth after an alien invasion.
But here they're in the same.
Yeah, they're in the same timeline, and they're Ravagers. They're the space pirates. So there really is very little connection there. Like Sylvester Stallone is a whole other character. But it is fun to see him. Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
Uh,
First time around, I didn't recognize her with all the makeup on. I was like, I know that face, I know that voice.
Ving Rhames was the big guy.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Ving Rhames from Mission Impossible movies and Pulp Fiction.
Right.
And Miley Cyrus did the voice of that robot. This little robot head.
Oh, well, she only had one line.
I know, but it was really weird. That's Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
But the end credits have weird cameos, like Jeff Goldblum,
Mm-hmm.
who is also in the credits just dancing for a few seconds. I don't know.
Why was he there?
My guess is that they were filming Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this movie was in post production, so they're probably like, "Hey Jeff, like, come over here. We want you to dance in front of the camera. It'll be funny."
Yeah.
But at the end credits, he's like, oh, okay, sure. That's like Goldblum, by the way.
Yes, I know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's. I'm sorry.
He does that imitation all the time.
So. Only when I do Goldblum. Not that often.
So I wanted you to explain to me the whole Stan Lee scene. Like, who is he talking to? And like, it doesn't seem to relate to the movie that much.
The big-headed guys, those are called Watchers. They watch.
Watch what?
Everything. They watch important events throughout the universe.
Like in
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, those guys are.
With the robot?
Yeah. Obviously not the same race, but same idea.
Okay.
There's one particular watcher who watches the Earth called Uatu.
Not Enoch?
No, because that whole thing is
different story?
Yeah, it's not even in the comics, I don't think. It's a whole...
Okay.
I think they wanted to do the Watchers, they couldn't, so they're like, well...
So he's talking about all the other movies he's been in, right?
Right, because he said, oh, I was a FedEx employee. That was in Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, going back to the Watchers, though, they, like I said, they just watch. They don't interfere. They're cosmic beings, kind of like the Celestials.
Right.
But they're not supposed to interfere with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times something bad will be happening on Earth, and the Watcher will just be sitting there floating, just like watching it.
Right.
Just like, I have a big head.
So they just sit there and
yeah.
do they record?
They do record. Uatu sort of skirted the lines a little bit, kind of found loopholes. He's sort of like the rebels of the Watcher, and he's still very dry and
so why is Stan Lee talking to them?
So sorry. So the common theory from fans is that since Stan Lee is in every movie, even in other movies that take place in other universes, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, the X-Men movies. He was in.
He's in the X-Men movies?
Oh yeah, he's had a cameo in all the X-Men movies. Even had a cameo in the original TV show Incredible Hulk, or at least a made-for-TV movie.
Okay.
So he's actually had many cameos. Usually only in the PG-13 ones. He wasn't in like Logan or he was in Deadpool though. He was for a few seconds. That's right. But he wasn't in Blade. And he wasn't in the original Punisher movies, but otherwise, he's there. And the fan theory was that, he's the Watcher. He's the movie version of the Watcher, where he just goes to different universes and different places in time and just watches. Because that's what the Watcher did.
Okay. So Stan Lee's a Watcher.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, he's a Watcher in this one. So, there was also a brief appearance by Howard the Duck.
Oh yeah.
Again, I think we mentioned that in the last one either.
There's a lot of little nuggets in this movie. I think a lot of good movies, a lot of good movies, good references to other movies. Well, I guess Easter eggs, I should say.
Yeah, Easter eggs.
And a lot of good music and heart.
Yes.
So,
music heart.
Yeah.
A little sad in parts.
Yeah, it was sad.
It's like the saddest of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's a lot of jokes, but it's really dark in some places.
Oddly dark, yeah.
Yeah. So the emotions are all over the place in this one.
In a good way, I think.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very well done, I think.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, next movie is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Ah, with the little kid, the high school kid. High school kid. Sorry, not little kid. High school kid.
So.
When is Spider-Man not going to be in school?
I don't know. We'll see you next time.